Hello everyone, how you doing today? I'm Steve G for Steve G Fishing, and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about boat motor maintenance. That's right, boat motor maintenance. We're getting into the cold months. It's getting cold in the mornings and then getting hot in the afternoon. And you know what that means? That means that your gas tanks are going to start building condensation up. And you don't want that water to get in your gas because that's going to fluctuate into your motor and it's going to start messing up those carburetors. You want to make sure you go to the store and get you some sea foam and stick it in there when you fill your gas tank up or your gas can up, or you want to get some of the stable and put that in there. Both of these products work good, and it'll keep that condensation out of your gas tank or your gas can. Like I said, we're getting into the winter months. If you get a chance, start your motor up, turn the fuel line off, and burn all that gas out of that carburetor as much as you can on those big motors. Now, if you have a small motor, and you got that hose hooked up to your small motor, get the motor started and take the clamp off your small motor and burn all that gasoline out. You don't want that gasoline staying in your motor, because if it's going to stay set for 2, 3, even 4 weeks out at a time, it's not good for the motor, and you don't want that gunk to build up on those carburetors, especially if a month or two go by and you haven't used it. On boat motors, they need to be used as much as possible, but you don't want them to have to stay in storage or staying out in the yard when they're not being used. Like I said, it builds up condensation in those gas tanks and drain the fuel out of those gas engines, because you don't want it messing up that carburetor. You take that carburetor on that boat motor to a mechanic shop, they're going to charge you $150 to $200 an hour, and it can turn out to be a very expensive fix, when you should have just gone to the store and either got you some sea foam or some stable to put in your gasoline tanks. That way it saves those motors. You want to get that gasoline out of your motors. You want to stick this in your gas tank, and you want to get it filled up so it doesn't build up condensation. Now, I strongly recommend use sea foam in the winter months, because during these cold months, it's going to be hard to get those motors started, and that sea foam is going to help you get that motor started, and it's going to crank fast in this cold weather, and it's going to help you during this cold weather. Try both of these products. Fill those gas tanks or those gas cans up so it's not building condensation up and you're not running it through your motor. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'm Steve G for Steve G Fishing. Happy Veterans Day. Today's Tuesday, and it's a holiday. It's Veterans Day. Thank you, all you military people, for serving our country and giving my freedom. I appreciate that big time. I'm Steve G for Steve G Fishing. God bless, and I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you.